Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hello, how are you all? Hope you are fine with the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NFS Home School, and this is Ariful Islam, Assistant Teacher of English, National English Version School Morning Shift. Today I am going to take an ICT class for class 6 students. Up to this topic, Chapter 2, Lesson 5 discussions. So, my dear students, let's see our today's class. Class 6, subject ICT, topic Chapter 2, Lesson 5 discussion. Lecture 11, SW will be 8, Teacher Ariful Islam. This is my mobile number and today's date. So, my dear students, let's start our today's class. Lesson 5, processor and motherboard. Every part of a computer is very important. Computer cannot work in absence of any part. So, computer cannot work in absence of any part. Even then, the most important part is the processor. Processor cannot also work without any part. We have already discussed that the processor of a computer takes information from the memory. So, processor takes information from the memory, processes them and gives them back to the memory. So, this is the process. What is the process? Processor of a computer takes information from the memory, processes them and then gives back to the memory. Processor is also inside the computer as a memory. That's why we cannot see it from outside. So, processor is inside the computer. That's why we cannot see from the outside. But we dismantle a computer. But if we dismantle a computer, if we uncover a computer, if we open a computer, the processor will clearly be noticed. If we open a computer, we will normally find a board with innumerable small electronic parts attached to it. The board is called motherboard, and it is the most significant part of a computer. This board holds and protects all the parts of the computer as a mother does to all her children. So, this motherboard has been named motherboard. So, why this is called motherboard? Because this board holds and protects all the parts of the computer as a mother and does to all to her children. So, this board has been named motherboard. We can find a fairly big device in all motherboards with a big fan attached to it. So, with a big fan attached to it, that is the processor. A large amount of electricity flows through a processor as it does millions of calculations every moment. So, the processor becomes so hot and it needs to be cooled down with a fan. That's why a fan is attached to it. Otherwise, the processor may be burned down. That's why the fan is attached. So, now you can understand what is a motherboard, why it is called a motherboard, what is the work of a processor, okay, what is the work of a cooling fan over the processor. This is the motherboard. This is a picture of a motherboard. This is the processor. Under this, the processor can be seen, and in this part a cooling fan is also attached. When moving to next page, the processor is the biggest and most important of all the electronic parts of a motherboard. So, processor is the biggest and most important of all the electronic parts of a motherboard. Okay, so you can see this is the processor. Okay, this is the processor we see inside a computer. If we dismantle a computer, we can see this processor. So, my dear students, this is our today's lecture. Your SW will be SW 8, Chapter 2, Lesson 5, 5 OWA, 5 one-word answer. Okay, so make 5 OWA. Chapter SW 8, Chapter 2, Lesson 5, 5 OWA. So, my dear students, do your SW at home and submit on Saturday from 9 am to 3 pm in the school library. Thanks for watching this class. Keep practicing at home, avoid your parents. Stay safe, stay well. See you again. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.